Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? We're here for a college football playoff quarterfinal collision on EA Sports College Football. It's the Ole Miss Rebels against the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Guys, everything is bigger in Texas, and that includes the crowd here today for the Cotton Bowl. It is electric down here on the field. Everybody is energized and ready for this playoff matchup. I can tell you the teams will have to communicate and really lock in because it is dynamic here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. On first down, it's play action. First play, taking a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
This is just solid coverage in the back end. They told us that they were going to be aware of these deep shots. They knew that they were going to get some aggressive calls from this offense, and here it shows up early in this game. But again, the coverage is sound, and what I love about it is their ability to track these routes deep down the field. Trying to take a shot, but the coverage is there. That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Grab behind the line. It's Toss. Goes out of bounds after a big gain. He's just short of the 45.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play.
A deep shot to the left side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Rebels will send their punt team onto the field.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on third down, and here they're able to do that.
Well, all the intrigue and all the challenge of a conference battle in the playoff bracket. These two teams came through the SEC, got into the bracket, and now stand in each other's way for a chance to win a national title.
And, Chris, as you know, just such a proud conference, and there's no doubt that whoever wins this matchup is going to be trying to carry that torch forward for the entirety of the SEC to try to march forward for a championship. Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
This guy has been one of the best running backs in the country all year long, and Georgia knows all about great running backs. Herschel Walker, Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley, DeAndre Swift, Sony Michel, Noshawn Moreno. This guy is in that lineage, and we'll see if he can lead them to a championship.
He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
You got to be connected as a defense, and here the secondary does everything they can on this snap. Nowhere to throw the football, they do their job. But up front, this front seven gets outside of their rush lanes, and because of that, there's a gap for the quarterback to scramble, and he stays ahead of the chains. That's a really nice scramble from the quarterback, but clearly this front seven's got to do a better job in their rush lane.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable 3rd down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Solid game there. He's out across the 30. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second to short.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Design quarterback run. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a 1st down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Grab down the middle. It's Cunningham. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38. That's a confidence builder for this quarterback early in the game. And the Rebels, when they've had success over the years in these big games, it's been because of the quarterback in large part.
Well, there's no doubt about it. You go back to Trinidad Chambliss, Jackson Dart, all the way back to Eli Manning. These guys know how to play the position. And if they're going to have success here today and move on in this playoff, go on in the postseason, it's going to be about this quarterback and the way that he plays.
The Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on 1st down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on 1st down and get 1st downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll bring him down, but the game moves the ball to the 9-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
He keeps it on a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback design runs. You've got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield. There's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He's got a crease. Touchdown, Ole Miss, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm, they execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, it's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. And you got the sense in those first couple possessions, these teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs out there. But now you finally get the full game plan. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what they were able to do on the line of scrimmage and establishing the rhythm with their quarterback. If they continue to do that, this team's going to be in great shape.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And it's Ole Miss in front. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Man, as a quarterback, you'd really love to have that one back. This is third and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on first and second down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on third down.
The coverage team able to bring him down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Movement here from the tight end. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Odom. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5. On the move now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble.
Now here he goes. Inside the 20. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Rebels. A tough one all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum. They're going to take it. They're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one couldn't get out of hand.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He escapes the pocket. He goes out of bounds, but they move it out near the 30.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
With the catch, it's Wiley. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on third down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
That's reeled in. It's Wiley. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get in the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO, because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw, because remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
They'll ride the back again here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaking into the clear. He make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I know this sounds crazy, but on these quick RPOs, the quarterback has to just take his time. Now, you can't take forever. I'm not saying that, but you got to take your time, make sure you're creating the right read, and then more importantly, you've got to handle that ball so you can throw it accurately.
Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to chuck it again. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, you got to make those plays, and in particular in the red zone, you've got an opportunity to extend the drive. Keep your offense on the field. That catch has to be made, and now this head coach has a decision to make. I think the emotional decision would be go for this. But these in field goal range, take the points. I would take the 3 right here.
The pass ball's incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Well, you can see exactly what they're trying to do. Remember, they received the kick to start the third quarter, so they're trying to go down, get a score before half, and cut into this big lead. But now their defense has to really bow up. A score here going the other direction, and this thing is out of control. Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Breaks into the open. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there. First and goal. Good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And no, they stop him short of the goal line. They'll bring up second and goal.
Chris, I've been so excited to watch this guy play. He's so aggressive. We're going to see this all day long. He is one of the better linebackers in the country. Here he's in the backfield making a play. His ability to diagnose what's going on the other side of the football.
Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Lining up to try the extra point. DHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Tight end goes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. He's got some space. Look out. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Pulls it in. It's Lacy. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Ole Miss will call their 3rd and final timeout, approaching the final minute of play. With a timeout now called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And the Rebels will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Able to pick up just a couple yards. That's good run defense.
The key to 3rd down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is what makes this defensive tackle so good. The ability to rush the quarterback from the interior. And here, even on play action, he's able to destroy the blocks in front of him, get into the backfield, and get to the quarterback. Big fella doing work.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Hit just as he throws the ball.
This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's 4th down.
That's an awful punt. They're going to spot this at the 30. Offense takes over in scoring position. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well. You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here. It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
Rebels offense back out on the field. And they'll spend the timeout here. The play clock is winding down. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure.
214 close. 214 close.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Split backfield here. Grab behind the line. It's Lacy. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. So hold on here. The defense declines the penalty. The offense gained yardage for a 1st down. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Trying to find room. It's Frazier. 1st down, looking for more now. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Georgia. Huge moment for this offense because, let's face it, points, even yards, been hard to come by in this game. To punch it in at this moment, huge in a postseason game.
It has certainly been a defensive battle. There's no doubt about it. But as an offense, there's an unlocking moment. You can have a little success and you think to yourself, I got it. I know the structure. I know how to attack this defense. We'll see if they start having more success here moving forward.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Wiley. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
It's a nice delivery by the quarterback. An easy completion. Set yourself up for 2nd and short.
A solid gain of 7 on the completion. Sets them up now 2nd and 3. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
That is an outstanding job recognizing what the defense is doing. As he sees this blitz, he goes immediately to the back. There's no one left for the back, and he's able to get the line to gain for a 1st down. So the risk-reward of sending this pressure against a quarterback who is seeing it really well, and right now the offense is winning that.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. They lean on the running back to get the 1st down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it, and then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackle is made, but the bottom is spotted at the 4. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. First and goal, handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Intercepted in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Holy cow, Chris. This feels like a 14-point swing, like you called it. It's in the end zone, and he takes it back 100. My goodness, that is an enormous play in this game and will totally change the momentum going forward.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the... Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And it's Ole Miss in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here comes the rush. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit, and they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to punt this ball away and rely on their defense. Try to get another series moving forward.
The Bulldogs will have to kick this away. And this will be his 4th punt tonight. They'll kick it away here. It'll be down near the 5-yard line. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. QB keeper all the way. They tackle him about the 14.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
2nd down play coming up. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. Caught near the sticks. It's Cunningham. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on 1st down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Boy, defense gets away with one there. He's wide open, and he just drops that ball. They're going to have to adjust the coverage here because clearly this quarterback, he's seeing it well. He found the open man. They're not going to miss many of those.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. He'll hand it off. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Look out, he's got space ahead. Tackle, but 1st down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's 2nd down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safety.
Looking deep down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Stockton. He's looking deep again. Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Dawgs.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Leaning on the run game here. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. When you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Playoff teams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. It's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Bulldogs use their first timeout. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game.
Well, we arrive at the most important snap in the entire game right here, and it comes down to how much trust you have in your quarterback. Do you want to put it in his hands, let him throw the football, knowing that an incompletion is going to stop the clock and really give this defense a chance to put their offense on the field with plenty of time?
Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. We go with a direct snap. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down. Timeout call. That's going to be the second for Georgia. They've still got one more left to work with.
That's a great run on third down, and this defense was clearly set up to stop the pass. There was nobody up front.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down on their own end of the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And what a moment for this quarterback. He does it himself. After everything he's done today and throughout the season, he wins the game with his legs.
Chris, no one else was getting that ball. He's too important, and they understood that they couldn't turn it over. He was going to get that first down, or nobody was. And now this game is over, and they're moving on. I got to tell you, this guy's so impressive. When we meet with him, the entire week he was confident, and now you can see why.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Now the Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. They can no longer stop the clock with the timeout. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Here comes a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Rebels will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here.
GG's, man. GG fucking G.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Out of bounds at the 47.
Boy! Good game, fool. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hit that like button, man. Make sure you stay tuned for the next games, next live stream.